Hi, I'm Gordon, and today I'm getting a coffee at Leaves Coffee Roasters in the Asakusa region of Tokyo, Japan. If you're visiting the Sensoji Temple in Asakusa, it's about a 15-minute stroll over the river to Leaves, one of the premier coffee destinations in the city. It's named after the desire to continue growing while taking on new challenges, a bit like a leaf that's fallen from the tree but now becomes nutrients for new growth. The chief roaster, Yasuo Ishii, was a former boxer and now one of the most respected names in coffee. Like many of Tokyo's highly regarded cafes, Leaves is located on a very quiet street, shielded from the main roads. As a working roastery, the cafe is only open to the public Friday to Monday, 10 to 5, so time your visit accordingly. The telltale signs of coffee pilgrimage become apparent as you approach the cafe, as like Glitch and Mamaea, you'll almost certainly find a queue, and be sure to line up on the correct side or you'll be swiftly corrected. As you wait outside, you'll be greeted, handed a menu, and asked if you want takeout or to drink in the cafe. Inside, on the left-hand side, is the roaster and the counter, while on the right, alongside the window, are 10 tiny tables for 10 people, with additional bench seating outdoors. It's all very calm and quiet indoors. After being seated, you'll be invited to order at the bar, with only one customer standing at a time. Anyone wandering around or attempting to line up at the bar will be politely asked to wait or sit back down again. When it is your turn, the staff are very attentive and unfailingly polite, explaining the options. You can order espresso-based drinks as well as cold and milk brews, but you're here for the filters, right? When I visited, there were 6 choices ranging from 900 yen to 3,500 yen, which works out between a fiver up to around £17 or $22 for their coffee of the week. You can also buy any of these in bags from the retail shelves at the far end of the cafe, although after anybody went near this section, a member of staff would appear and tidy up the display. I don't believe there's a toilet, but we're all remaining seated and trying to behave. Before long, my coffee arrived. I'd opted for one roughly midway through their price range, a geisha honey experiment from Costa Rica, which cost 1,800 yen, or about £8 for a small cup. It was delicate, as you'd expect, but truly delicious with flavours that really opened up as it cooled down. While I sipped the drink, a new customer had the audacity to enter the shop on their own accord to try and order before being quietly ushered back out to the start of the line again. Then, despite now being the only one in the line, they were asked to stand on the other side of it. Again, this was all done politely, but summed up my conflicted experience of Leaves the cafe. Clearly, the owners want an immaculate experience with no distractions or anything, or indeed anyone, getting in the way. But to me personally, it felt overly clinical, and I'm not sure how many people, staff and customers alike, were actually enjoying it. Nobody seemed relaxed, and once your drink's finished, you don't really want to hang around. But at least that means any line outside will be moving quickly. But it is important to reiterate that the staff were friendly and polite throughout, and that the coffee is undoubtedly top of the range. Expertly sourced beans, roasted and brewed to perfection, and among the best that I've had anywhere. Indeed, I'd love to try more of it, but I think I'd leave the cafe for those who actively enjoy this kind of environment and instead track down their beans when served as guests at other places. I don't mind fancy service, but there's a fine line before I personally find it becomes a little bit too fussy. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this kind of cafe and whether you've been to one like it. And if you're looking for other places for great coffee around Japan, I've got a bunch of reviews for you to check out. As always, let me know your favourite places and any recommendations for where I need to try next. Thanks for watching, and I hope your next coffee is more relaxing.